Hello, welcome to another edition of Kape Comparison Picks. And I'm Ranj, and today I'll be giving you the early prelim picks for UFC 265.
He's not Ranj, he's Daddy.
But before I get onto the early prelim picks, I'm going to go over last week's card. I didn't do that great, but I did come out plus money. When it's all said and done, I'll explain how. Okay. Overall, I went 4, 5, and 1. Yeah. But the 4 that I did win were big underdogs that came through for me. That salvage.
The one with the brown guy.
Yep, I did win that one too. But I managed to salvage my losses because of 2 great underdog picks. Anyway, yeah, let's start out. Ryan Benoit, he failed me. Lost that. Philip Rowe, he's one of the brown guys that came through for me. So, made out there. That was an underdog play. I did have money. Ashley Yoder, she did not win. She lost to Jinyu Frey, so I lost that one. Then we've got Danny Chavez, Kai Kamaka. I had picked Kai Kamaka, but as you guys know, ended in a draw, so there's my 0-1. Hey, relax. Now here it is. Chris Grutzmacher, Grits. Right before the fight started, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it hedge bet because I'm not doing that good this card. So for Tapology, I had picked Rafa Garcia, like I said. But before the bet started, and I watched it with Vlad in the room and everything, I noticed BC Dave also put a bet on him, on Grits. So I was like, you know what, I'm going in on it. So I threw some money on there, and he ended up the underdog. I got him at plus 240, I think. And he came through getting that decision victory. There's that plus in the blue. Blue means on the spot, like, or flip pick or something. Then Colin Anglin, he got knocked out. I should have never even touched that fight, but I didn't, except for that parlay I made during the show. You guys stop messing around. Then we've got the Nico Montano missed weight by a ton, and I was hoping that I was gonna hedge bet Yunnan Wu, but probably, I don't know. I'm glad that fight didn't happen, kind of. And here's my big old play. Even though, and in the show, everybody was taking Brian Bam Bam Barberina to beat Jason Witt. I don't know anybody, even during the live stream, during my Kape comparison picks, during the fight, before the fight, nobody was taking Jason Witt except for me the entire time. Right from the get-go, I said take the Vanilla Gorilla because everyone's going against him, and I liked him because of the interview, Pain Fight Predictions interview with MMA Genie. So I took Jason Witt because of that interview, and he came through. I doubled down even after the weigh-ins. I think I put another, and thank goodness that came through. That is the only way I made money because Kyung Ho Kang and Hani Yaya got canceled because Hani Yaya got the COVID. Then finally, I did get, I won that Jared Gooden. I won that one over Nicholas Stoltz, and he was also an underdog. So all 4 of my wins were underdog plays. That's why I still managed to come out plus money. Finally, I lost, I had picked Gloria DePaula. She got knocked out by Cheyenne Bays. Cheyenne goes, well, I didn't want to be remembered as the girl that got headlocked for 15 minutes. Good on you, Cheyenne Bays. I like her. I like her response. I like that. Good for her. I whole new, like, outlook on Cheyenne Bays. Before, I just thought she was that girl that got headlocked by Montserrat Ruiz for 15 minutes. And finally, Sean Strickland. I flipped my pick. I did originally pick him as decision, but then after watching the weigh-ins, I flipped my pick like an idiot and picked Uriah Hall. So I took that as an L, and that's why I ended up 4-5-1. But those 4 wins were all dogs, and I did place money on those. And that's how I came out plus money. So bad week for predictions, good week for my bankroll. I mean, decent week for my bankroll. I didn't come out like, oh, I can go out and whatever. I'm not wearing a button-up shirt and a tie. So anyway, let's get into this. Let me get my sheet. This is going to be a good fight card. Unfortunately, this weekend, if I do a live stream, it's going to have to be before the weigh-ins on Thursday night, because Friday, me and the family, we're packing up. We're taking a little vacay, going to North Jersey, Dirty Jersey, and we're going to see some family we haven't seen in a while and take a little vacay. So I usually do my live stream Friday, but I'm leaving Friday like mid-morning, early afternoon, before the weigh-ins. So if I do like a live stream recap or something, or place your bets before watching the, I don't like to do it, but I might have to just for content and to have my, and maybe I'll do it Friday morning with Vlad. I haven't done the thing with him yet. I don't know, we'll see. We'll test, we'll go with the flow. Maybe I won't do it at all. I don't know. We'll see how it goes later this week. But let's get into this 4-fight capper comparison pick show. The curtain jerker, we've got at bantamweight, 135 pounds, Kid Kvembo, Johnny Munoz Jr. taking on Afro Samurai, Jamey Simmons. Okay, Munoz Jr. comes in as a moderate favorite, minus 260, 2.5 to 1 favorite. Jamey Simmons, plus 220 underdog, so you're getting double your money if you take him to win. Let's see. Let's get into this a little bit more in depth. The favorite, Johnny Munoz, he's coming off a loss to Nate Maness, which he should have kind of won because he did outstrike him. However, he had points deducted for some nut shots, for some low blows, if I remember correctly. Johnny Munoz does have the 3-inch height, 1-inch reach advantage. He is a BJJ black belt. He's training out of Sequence Jiu-Jitsu in Norco, California. And he is taking on Jamey Afro Samurai Simmons. Jamey Simmons comes in 7-3, plus 220 underdog. That is very appealing to me. But he's coming off his UFC debut loss to Giga Chikadze. He got head kick, ground and pound, round 1. Not a good look, but that was kind of like, not my words, but other cappers have said that was suicide mission for a UFC debut. But if you're up and coming, prospect, you're gonna say yes to every fight that comes. You're gonna take the opportunity. He just happened to get matched up with. I think it was a short notice fight too, but yeah, he went up against Giga Chikadze, and Giga Chikadze's not. That is a tall order for a UFC debut short notice fighter. He does fight out of Pure Vita BJJ. That's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Odie Osbourne, he fights out of there. So does Zach Atau. He's one of the coaches. And Montel, is that Quick? Montel Quick Jackson? Yeah. I also heard Jamey Simmons was a NCAA wrestler at the University of Wisconsin. I didn't know that. I learned that from watching these cappers. So let's see what these, speaking of these cappers, let's see which cappers I've got on this show, and let's see what they have to say regarding this fight. First of all, we've got Tiger Bomb. That's Johnny and Jose both saying Johnny Munoz. Johnny's saying submission, and Jose is saying decision. So we got two different methods, but they're both taking Munoz to win. Then we got the MMA Guru, the one with the knit cap from the UK. the one that makes videos every single day. Oh, look. He is taking Munoz by decision. Munoz only lost once, and it was because of low blows. He should have won that fight. So, pretty much undefeated. Calm down. Both the guys from Parlay Punch are taking Munoz. Matt is saying by submission. Josh is saying by TKO. Again, a duet. Both different methods, but both taking Munoz. Then we've got James Lynch. James Lynch did interview Munoz, Johnny Munoz, Kid Vembo. I don't know, he's not biased though, he just happened to have interviewed him. And he's taken him to get the victory here. And finally, it's your boy, eBay's, also taking Munoz. So that's, did he say how he did? He said by decision, he should be able to get decision over Jamey Simmons. So that's a full capper consensus. What's a full capper consensus?
That's when all the handicappers pick one side.
That's right, and in this case, all the handicappers are taking Johnny Munoz Jr. to beat Jamey Afro Samurai Simmons. I can't go against the one-loss fighter, despite I do like that Simmons was a NCAA Division I wrestler on the wrestling team, but I don't know. I can't go against a pretty much undefeated fighter if it wasn't for those low blows, man. But you know what? Plus 220. This was a plus 185, and this minus 260 was a minus 230 when they opened up. So money's been coming in on Munoz. That means the public is all over him too. Everyone's got that recency bias because of that Giga Chikadze fight. Man, I don't want to take Johnny Munoz. I'm not gonna. Well, you know what? I am gonna. I'm gonna use my head so I don't have an outcome like last week. However, I am gonna hedge bet at. He's plus 220. Plus 220. I'm gonna hedge bet Jamey Simmons. That's what that symbol, that dollar sign with the two lines through it. Abundancy, prosperity, money. I'm going with the hedge bet Jamey Simmons, but I'm taking Munoz to get the job done. On Tapology, I'm going to take I'm going to put by decision. However, I'm going to be betting and rooting on Jamey Simmons. Aside from this 4-fight parlay, you know, every show I make a parlay with every choice. That's how, if Bet Online lets me. These odds are from Bet Online, by the way. That's Bovada. There's no more betting out of New York State with Bovada, so I'm restricted to this or Jazz Sports. But I don't like how Jazz Sports is set up. I don't. It's too dark and clunky, and I don't know. It's just they're free plays. You can only bet favorites. Like you can't bet plus money, and I'm a plus money junkie. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get. So I can't do that. Anyway, moving on. Next, we've got a female flyweight fight between Victoria Leonardo and Melissa Gatto. Victoria Leonardo is 8-3 as a professional. She fights out of the Elite Combat Academy in Shreveport, Louisiana. She is a Spanish teacher by day. She is coming off a loss. She got TKO'd in round 2 against Manel Fierro. Manel Fierro is a beast. I'm very high on Manel Fierro. She can strike like the best women in the flyweight division. Victoria Leonardo Fury is the slight underdog here, as they're both negative numbers. But slightly less at -102 than her opponent, Melissa Gatto. Melissa Gatto, 6-0-2. So if you want to say undefeated, you can say undefeated. She has yet to take an L in her professional record. However, she is coming off a win. Her last fight was in 2018. That's quite a while ago. But it was a win against Carol Rosa. And Carol Rosa is kicking ass in the UFC right now. I think she's in the top 10. She's on a 4-fight win streak, if I recall correctly. Anyway, Melissa Gatto got a Kimura on her round 1. However, before that, she had a draw, this is against Saidi Roca, and City or Saidi Roca. And from what I've heard, that was a straight up robbery. That Saidi Roca won every single round, but the judges gave it to Melissa Gatto because she's prettier, and that was a Brazilian promotion. So the Brazilian things were a little messy, and they just went with the pretty girl. That's from what I've heard. I did not watch the fight myself, but from several different handicappers, that should have been an L for Melissa Gatto, that draw against Roca, Saidi Roca. Okay, she fights out of a place called MSP, and that's Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. On Tapology, open that sucker up, guys. Open it up. Every fighter on the list is female. There's like 7 male coaches and a couple, like 3 female coaches, but every single fighter on that list is female. MSP, I don't know what the deal is, if that's like a women only thing or something, but it is all women. I was like, wow, that's a very cool, very like something to, I don't know, just something to note, you know? Anyway, she is -118 favorite against the Spanish teacher in Victoria Leonardo from Louisiana, Melissa Gatto, Brazil. Let's see what these cappers have to take in this flyweight fight. Yeah, MSP, the gym that Gatto trains out of, all women fighters. Wonder if it's in Rio de Janeiro. Is that part of the Amazon? Because the Amazonians, you know, Wonder Woman. Nah, I'm getting off track. Anyway, let's start with the favorite, I guess. We've got It's Your Boy eBay's taking Melissa Gatto. El Gato was a cat. El Gato was real fat. Gatto the cat only has 1 T though. This has 2. But It's Your Boy eBay's is taking her by decision because this is a female fight. He gave me a shout out to. He said, "Capper's gonna finish my sentence, but women fights." eBay's. It's your boy. eBay's fight predictions. He said, Capper can finish my sentence for me because this is a female fight. I'm taking decision as the method.
E starts with elephant.
Elephant starts with E, you mean?
Oh.
Okay. Next we've got James Lynch. James Lynch interviewed Leonardo.
John
but
starts with O.
James. James. His name's James. Jim is short for James. He interviewed Leonardo, but he's still taking Gatto. In the Tapology picture, Gatto looks beautiful. She's a very cutie pie. She's a attractive woman. Come on. Get out of there. Then we've got the MMA guru, Nick Cap Guru, also taking Gatto. And to edge this side out, we've got Parlay Punch Matt taking Gatto by decision. Just Matt, because Josh is going the other way and taking the Spanish teacher in Victoria Leonardo.
Is there any more people on that side?
What? You can write on this, I'm done there. You can't. No, I'm taking up too much spot.
But what about there?
Oh, now you're making me mess up. I might put my name there. I might take her.
Oh.
So I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. Right now I'm thinking about it. What did I say? Josh is saying by decision, female fight, take the decision prop. Minus 135 is what it is to go to decision.
Minus that much money?
Right, that's how much you have to put $135 to win 100.
And then
But if you think it gets done before that, plus 105, you put $100 can win you $105.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest money.
And finally, both the guys from Tiger Bomb, Jose and Johnny, are both saying, I'm just going to write decision. Jose and Johnny both say Leonardo by decision. In this case, I'm going to also take Leonardo.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of 2%.
I guess that'll work.
This
Oh, you're taking the Gatto, the cat?
Yeah,
real life.
because she's a cat.
Well, that's her last name translates to cat, but cat was only with one T. Her name is two T's. But I'm taking the Spanish teacher,
Who's a Spanish teacher?
Victoria Leonardo. She's a Spanish teacher. Her
I don't care.
her
I
husband
like
owns the gym that she goes to. That's
I like cats.
what's it called? Elite Combat Academy. That's her husband.
One-
One thing I want to add: this girl, Gatto, Melissa Gatto, she hasn't fought since 2018. This girl, Leonardo, she's fought 11 times since that. She's had 11 fights. Some of them were losses, but still, 11 fights
I won't get money.
since 2018. That's what, you know,
I won't
9,
get
10,
money.
11. So anyway, I'm taking Leonardo because of her activity, range. I'm going to take her, of course, by decision. You're going to take Melissa Gatto. El Gatto was a cat. El Gatto was real fat.
Yes,
She's not fat. She's only 125 pounds. Moving on. Next, we've got. This is a rebooked fight. This was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago. But, all right, let's get into it. Miles Johns, Chapo. So I did cover this just like 2 weeks ago. Is taking on Anderson dos Santos Barriña. Barriña did get COVID positive test last time, so it didn't happen. And I'm pretty much on same. I'm not going to repeat all the same stuff I said last time, but I will throw down a little bit of info so you can gather the info. Will you stop? Stop it! Stop it! Knock it off! Seriously. Trying to do this. I want to get this done. All right, Miles John, Nora.
What?
Stop. Okay. Miles Johns is coming off a win against Kevin Natividad by round 3 uppercut.
What's
He's-
that?
Boom!
Owie.
Yeah, owie. It's an owie punch. He fights out of Fortis MMA. He was a Kansas State wrestling champ. He's got a 2-inch height advantage over Barriña. Anderson dos Santos, Barriña fights out of Team Oyama, and like he's got another gym listed, but Team Oyama is the more popular one. It's in Irvine, California. He's got a 2-inch reach advantage, but 2-inch height disadvantage. Interesting. He's coming off a win against Martin Day via guillotine, first round. Martin Day, though, I mean, he is the underdog at plus 165. These lines really didn't budge, so the money's coming in the same for both of them. I didn't see any movement. It might have went to plus 170 maybe, and Johns might have went down to minus 190. But the last time I checked, it'll still say it bounced back. Okay, over under. I think it's going distance, minus 200. Bam, bam, bam. I think it's gonna stop short. Plus 160 for you. Put some gravy on it. No, don't do that, because then me and John Morgan will split it and eat it. I'm just playing. All right, but anyway, Miles Johns. Yeah, I'm just going to throw these names down now because I pretty much repeated everything I said 2 weeks ago. And I'm on the same side. But we've got MMA Guru. He's taking Miles Johns. Just like last time. Both the boys from Tiger Bomb taking Anderson Dos Santos. Jose and Johnny. Johnny's saying submission round 2. Crazy. Jose's saying by decision. Alright, sub and decision. Then we've got James Lynch. James Lynch interviewed Miles Johns. And he thinks he's going to get the victory here. Then we've got both the guys from Parlay Punch taking the underdog in Dos Santos. Let's see. Both of them, Matt and Josh, are saying by decision for Dos Santos. And to tie break the cappers, except there's really 4 guys taking Dos Santos and only 2 taking Johns. But I'm saying as for links, like all these links are in the description, the third link, eBay's, is taking the Miles Johns. So you could say eBay's was the tiebreaker on this, but if you want to count the actual votes, 2 for Johnny, Jose, both Dos Santos, Matt, Josh, both Dos Santos. So that's really 4 to 3. So you can say Dos Santos, underdog, edged out the pick, but I think those guys, when it comes to duets, a lot of them like influence each other's picks, even though they do differ. But sometimes they just go with, you know, they don't want to be a contrarian to their partner. So my pick here, I'm going like the same way I did before, and I'm taking Miles Johns. I like that he is a Kansas State wrestling champ. I like that he's only had 1 loss. I don't like that he's a minus 200, but yeah, I think Miles Johns all day. I'm confident with this pick too. Also, he does have a slight age advantage. He's 27. Dos Santos is 36. 36. For Bantam, 135 pounds. Bantamweight, 36 is kind of edged out of your prime, buddy. Anderson Dos Santos. But there you go. Make your own determination. I think John's going to get it done. I'm going to say with inside the distance. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout or a submission. It's going to be a KO. Ground and pound. So TKO. Or knockout. We're going to say KO, TKO, round 2. How's that? Okay. Finally. Moving on. We've got Manel Kape. Or Kape. Or Kape. He's from Portugal, so I don't know what would you say in Portuguese if it's... There's no like accent on the E, so I'm just saying Kape. But it might be Kape. But Manel Starboy. We'll just call him Starboy. Manel Starboy Kape taking on Ode or O'Day. I don't know. He's Jamaican sensation. Ode Osbourne. There's no accent on his E too. There might be though. They just didn't want to put it. So I don't know. It could be Odie or O'Day or Ode. We're just gonna call him, yeah, Ode. Odie. Odie. Let's call him Odie. Odie Osbourne. Okay. Manel Kape is a star out of Ryzen. That's that Japanese promotion where he was champ and he was knocking heads. However, he's coming off back-to-back losses. His most recent was a loss, split decision loss to Matthias Nicolau, where he should have won. I picked him to win, and I didn't bet on him to win, but as I watched the fight, I judged him to win. I was shocked. Because he outstruck Nicolau. But I don't know. I'm not a judge. So who knows? It was split decision victory. He's fighting at a American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose, California. He is the minus 180 favorite. Money's been coming in on Osbourne though, because Manel Kape was minus 200. Now he's minus 180. Osbourne was plus 170. Now it's dropped down to plus 155. So if you're on the underdog, take him now, because that line's going to just move more and more. I think more money's coming in on Osbourne because of recency bias, and they're seeing that loss to Matthias Nicolau, and before that he lost another tough one too. Who was that to? I forget. But I don't know, it's not important. Let's see. Osbourne's coming off a win against Jerome Rivera. Round 1 knockout. The Jamaican sensation does have a 2-inch height and 4-inch reach advantage. Here's the thing though, his last weigh-in, he's was at 143 pounds. So now this is a flyweight fight. He's dropping down past bantamweight, 135, down to 125, flyweight fight. He has fought at bantamweight before, but this will be his flyweight debut. But from my understanding is he can make it, because he fought light at bantamweight, I guess, from what I've heard. So anyway, keep an eye on the scales. That's why I don't want to do a after the weigh-ins video before the weigh-ins video, but I don't know, we'll figure that out when we get there. He's fighting out of Pure Vita BJJ. Like I said, he's with Jamey Afro Samurai Simmons, also fighting out of there. Montel Jackson, Gatto, also other people fighting out of Pure Vita. 2-inch height, 4-inch reach advantage for the Jamaican sensation. This is going to be a good banger of a fight. They're both close in age. Manel Kape, 27, Osbourne, 29. The over-under odds were not available yet. NA. So I have no idea what's going on there. But let's start with the capper, or with the cappers. Let's start with the favorite and see what these cappers have to say. We've got the MMA guru taking Manel Kape. Then we've got Parlay Punch, Josh taking Kape. Starboy taking Starboy. Whereas in Matt, Parlay Punch, Matt is taking Jamaican Sensation by decision. Then we've got James Lynch taking Kape. Now Kape was knocking people. He has striking power for 125. He was taking care of business over in the Far East in Japan, but now he's over here not doing so hot, coming off back-to-back losses. Who's the other one that he lost? I gotta look it up now. Before Matthias Nicolau, he lost to. Just bear with me 1 second. It won't take long. Manel Kape. The cannibal, Alexander Pantoja, lost to him too. So he's not a good look in his UFC debut. So this one, if he doesn't win this, hello Japan, going back to the land of the rising sun, Rising Promotions, I'm sure. Because it's not good. 3 losses in a row is not good, especially if he loses this one to Osbourne. Like I said, he's a Portuguese guy. Where was I? Tiger Bomb. Both Johnny and Jose are taking Osbourne. Both by decision too. So I just write decision there. And it's your boy eBay's is taking Manel Kape for the victory. So edged out the capper
They
majority,
can't see
but
you.
like I said, this is 2 guys, so this is like 3 to 4. Take that for what you will. I've been on the fence with this. I'm back and forth. I was kind of waiting for the weigh-ins, but for the sake of the video, I will gun to head make a pick. I'm gonna take Manel Kape. He's got more fight experience. He's got the double the amount of fights. Or does he? Yeah. Well, 21 fights to 12. Not quite double, but he's got the more experience as a professional. And I think he's, that Alexander Pantoja and Matthias Nicolau, that was kind of a robbery. I think I picked him to win that. Like, I judged him to win that, but I actually picked Nicolau and I won money, but yeah, I was shocked. Anyway, I'm gonna take Manel Kape to come through on this. Osbourne does have the height and reach advantage. But I think he's gonna, Manel Kape, Starboy is gonna get back to the winning. What's up? Am I lined up correctly?
You go that way if you want them to see you.
Well, I don't really care as long as they see the board. I'm gonna say Kape by shoot. How's he gonna win? How's he gonna win? Or is he gonna knock him out?
He's gonna punch them.
He is gonna punch them. But I think he's gonna win by decision. Decision. I think it's gonna go to the judges' scorecards. Get the decision there. Are you messing up the camera?
No.
Don't mess with the camera. So, to recap!
Time check! When you were standing here and you did this, they couldn't see half of your head.
Recap!
Now they can.
Time check.
Time check!
Yeah, to recap, I've got, alright, Johnny Munoz Jr. to win. However, I'm going to put a hedge bet on Jamey Simmons, Afro Samurai, because he's such a he's plus 220 underdog, and I'm feeling something. Feeling a little bit of an upset there. Despite the full capper consensus, the only one on this show, I'm still, like I said, Tapology pick, Munoz, hedge bet, Simmons. Then I'm taking the Spanish teacher, Victoria Leonardo, to beat Melissa Gatto. Despite the majority of cappers taking Gatto, and Nora taking Gatto also because she likes that Gatto's name also means cat in Spanish. Then I got Miles Johns.
Kitty is the best.
I think he's gonna out wrestle Anderson dos Santos. I think he's gonna get the ground and pound victory, round 2, TKO. I don't like the minus 200, but after I prop it out with the round and method, it'll be plus money. And finally, I've got Manel Kape beating. I'm not confident at all. This is my least confident pick out of these 4, but I'm taking Manel Kape to beat Osbourne by decision. So there you have it. I'm gonna parlay these guys all together. So gather the info.
Place the bets and cash the tickets.
Place the bets and cash the tickets. I appreciate you watching. Give me that thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below on all your picks of these 4 fights. Don't tell me about the other fights until we get there. I am going to cover every fight this week, even though we're going on vacation on Friday, right, babe?
Uh-huh.
So, but
Today's Monday.
I know, so I'm going to do a show every single night. Hit that bell if you want to be popped up quick. And I'm also going to do a live stream. Maybe I'll do a live stream with Vlad on Friday morning. Maybe. Or I'll do something. Unless you think maybe I should do a live stream from the hotel room.
No, I want him to see the kitten.
Okay, Nora wants to show Vlad our kittens, so we're gonna be. I'm gonna try to schedule a live stream with Vlad Friday morning. Maybe I'll do a live stream with Dave from the bar at the hotel.
What?
Later, after the weigh-ins.
There's no bar at the hotel.
There is so a bar at the hotel.
There is?
Yeah, I go there every time we go to that hotel.
I never seen you go
Yes,
there.
you did.
I never went
Well,
there.
you don't go there. You're a little girl. Anyway,
Where does Dave live?
Dave lives in Canada.
Canada?
British Columbia, Canada.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so long.
That is a long ways away.
Bye-bye!
Thanks for watching. Good luck on these bets. I'll see you next episode.
Bye!